guys, it's Kayla, and welcome back to Amnesia Clover world. Last time we met Kent's parents, and he also came up with a plan for us to regain some memories by meeting with all of our friends. So today we're going to be hanging out with Toma and Shin, so let's see what they have to say. How do you feel? I figured we could talk about the movie and visit you at the same time. Wow, word of that movie is really getting around. I wonder if you could really just say, I quit, in a cutesy way and get away with it later. You seem to be doing fine. Want to go outside? Doesn't feel right to enter the room of a girl living alone. Are you stupid? We're here to visit. We can't take her outside. She needs to rest. You're the idiot, Toma. You worry way too much. That was 3 days ago, wasn't it? You seem fine now. It would be better to walk around a bit. What will you do? Sorry for showing up all of a sudden just to tell you this, but don't push yourself. Well, your body is fine already, right? If it wasn't for the thing with Ukyo, we'd love to go get some fresh air outside. But if these two are with you, there shouldn't be anything to worry about. Maybe you should talk about Ukyo. 10 minutes later. Huh? What's that? Sounds suspicious. Oh, you've never met Ukyo before, Shin? Nope. What, does he visit Meido no Hitsuji a lot? I saw him often until recently. He's got long hair, with kind of an androgynous face. He really stands out. You'd notice him if you saw him. Never seen him. I don't like this. And he only visited on days when Kayla was working? We're never on the same shift. That's probably why I've never seen this guy before. That might be the case, and he was always asking for her to take his orders. Wow, that's scary. He didn't seem like a bad person, though. I wonder what he was doing. What are you talking about? He was definitely targeting her. I don't get your overly trusting see the good in everyone attitude. And you doubt everyone way too much. Oh, I heard a rumor that a regular customer stopped coming because of an issue with a love triangle. Was that the same guy? Ah, that's right. There was a rumor like that. Right. Now that I think about it, Sawa was all excited about it. But there's no love triangle. None whatsoever, right, Kayla? I was actually thinking that rumor was kind of credible. What? Why? Oh, I see. Did that guy look like he was seriously in love with her? Yeah, he did. He was always looking over at her. Wait, really? He'd kind of gaze at her and have this happy yet sad look on his face. I wonder what it was. It was a complicated expression. It was almost like a look you'd have seen when talking with someone about old memories, although I don't know why. Well, regardless, I seriously do think that he was in love with her. But that doesn't make it a love triangle. She said that too. It would seem so. Sounds like it was one-sided. He could have been a pervert. But I haven't seen him lately. I even had a talk with the manager about it. Maybe he changed his strategy. You should be careful, like your boyfriend said. Interesting. It seems like he really treasures you. That's good. Why didn't you like him before? He seems like a nice guy. Shin, that's none of your business. It's personal. What? Doesn't seem like a problem. If she thinks I'm being nosy, she can just tell me herself. You hold back way too much from all that worrying, Toma. Is it weird to like someone you didn't before? That's normal, as long as you're not overly narrow-minded. Shin actually disliked me for the longest time. Because you're annoying. See? It's fine. It's pretty normal to start liking someone you disliked once before. I see. That's right. That's reassuring. Anyway, about that movie. We were told to talk about old memories we've had with you. Yes, please do. This is going so smoothly. All those hard times we went through alone together are like a dream now. It's all thanks to Kent. It really is nice to have someone around who can lend you their strength. I've been thinking. No matter what happened in the past, we'll never forget how kind he's been to us. I wonder if Kent has any intention of sharing what happened with you two before. August 24th. Oh, you have a visitor. Who could it be today? Wait, is that Kent? Why is he here? The conference is tomorrow. Is he done preparing? I guess you should just open the door for now. Mind if I come in for a while? I was contacted by Sawa. It seems things are progressing. How much have you remembered? What did you remember, and what did you think about? Do you still think it's okay to talk to me? You won't try to run me off? Is it okay for me to be away from you now? While I'm away, will you start thinking that you don't want to see me anymore? It seems a male friend of yours visited yesterday, and Sawa said he really helped cheer you up. What kind of relationship do you two have? Is he able to provide something to you that I can't? Whoa, what's going on? He seems to be really flustered. I already know that you're a woman who can form friendships with men as well. Friends are friends and nothing more than that. I understand that, yet I start thinking that I could lose you and it's dreadful. You'll remember things I don't want you to remember, and someone else besides me will ease your pain. I start to think that even at this very moment you dislike me just like you did before. I can't stop thinking about such ideas and I can't do anything. I refuse to have you come over, yet in the end, I couldn't help but come by here and check on you. This is ridiculous. I'm starting to dislike myself. But still, I couldn't just sit by and do nothing. Tell me, Kayla, what did you remember? It'll be fine, no matter what I remember. Is that really true? You can say that with certainty? Regardless of what you remember, nothing will change? Even if you remember that you disliked me before, you could still talk to me like this? When I think that I could make you cry again, I become so afraid and confused. I'm sorry. I want to think it'll be okay too. At the very least, you think it'll be okay right now? And that thought gives me a bit of courage. Hey Kayla, would you mind telling Kent what I'm about to tell you? There's something I want to tell him. As an outsider, there's something that might be helpful to hear from my perspective. Ready? What is it? The spirit wants to talk? Kent. No matter what she remembers, I believe that she won't look at you the same way as before. You know that, right, Kayla? She's seen the kind side of you this whole time. It isn't the same as before, when all she knew was your crabby and unsociable self. This is just my opinion, but I think that she truly does like you now. That's just my view, though, but I've been at her side this entire time, so I doubt I'm mistaken. Kayla, I want you to write this down, too. That's the end of Orion's message. I see. Thank you. Huh, you won't write it? Well, I guess something this important isn't something for me to talk about alone. Thanks to that spirit, I feel as though I've calmed down a little. I'm grateful. I see. That's good. Anyway, I want you to do your best at this conference tomorrow. We'll both come to watch. You'll come to watch? Would you even be able to understand the comments of my thesis? No, we wouldn't really understand, but this is a matter of support. We'll be there to cheer you on, even if we don't get what you're talking about. Right, Kayla? In other words, I've got another assignment. I need to explain it in a way that even you'll understand. I'll return to the university. Now that I have a goal, I'll be able to concentrate. You can look forward to tomorrow. I may have to improvise, but I'll stand on stage and explain it as if I'm speaking directly to you. And he's off. That's great, Kayla. Let's cheer him on. August 25th. It's the day of Kent's conference before we knew it. I wonder if he's making the final preparations now. And what time does it start? We never actually asked. Maybe we should call Iki and ask. We still need to come up with a time to meet. Iki's calling. Hello? Sorry, is this about the meeting? We've been kind of in a rush. I know it's about time to go pick you up, but Ken still isn't done preparing. I'm helping him out for now. Wait, it's almost time for him to start. Huh? Sorry, just a second. You forgot your notes? Will you be alright? You will? Oh, okay then, but that's not like you, Ken. Wow, they really are in a rush. Sorry, we're so frantic. Anyway, I'll go pick you up when things settle down for a bit. Just wait a little bit longer. I'll see you later. He forgot his notes? That sounds kind of bad. Kent was in such a big rush to prepare these last few days. I wonder if he remembers all the material. That kind of hurts. He was probably all tense because of you. I'll go get his notes. Yeah, that sounds good. That might be for the best. It is at least partially our fault that he couldn't fully prepare. You'll have to go outside alone, but this is an emergency. Yeah, for now let's just head over to Kent's house. We might not be able to get in, but it's still morning, so it's possible someone might be home. And if no one's there, we can go to the university. Wait, don't sprint like that. You've been indoors for the most part ever since you collapsed. It's dangerous to start running suddenly. You see, here comes a car. Huh? Did someone just push your back? Wah! Are you okay? It hurts. Ow. Did that car hit me? Huh? What is this? Why do I remember this feeling? We got hit by a car? Kuro! No, Kuro! Wake up! Kuro! Kuro! Don't die, Kuro! It seems you ran over her dog with your car. Yeah, but the dog just jumped out of nowhere and... I know, there's no fault on your part. But as you can see, the dog is gravely injured. Don't you feel at least some responsibility? It seems to still be breathing. Could you help us bring the dog to the veterinarian? Yes, of course. There you go, Kayla. Carry the dog into the car. Oh no, our dog! How did I forget this? Kuro isn't here. The dog I brought from home. We were always together, but not anymore. He died back then. He isn't here anymore. I see. Am I gonna end up the same way? Aw, that's so sad. Hello, Kayla. Sorry it took so long. Who are you? What, a nurse? An accident? She was in an accident? No, I'm just a friend. I see. Okay, I understand. I'll tell him. Thank you very much. Ken! What is it? The slides just finished burning. Oh, I see. That's good, but that doesn't matter right now. Calm down and listen carefully. Kayla was involved in an accident. Huh? When I called her cell phone just now, someone at the hospital answered it. They brought her in and were asking if she had any family around. Apparently she's still unconscious, but her injuries were light and there aren't any abnormalities in her brainwaves, so she should be fine. Ken, do you know the contact information for her family? Her family lives really far away. I doubt even she knows the contact. What? Is her family situation that complicated? There are various circumstances. I'm the only one who knows her situation. It'd be appropriate for me to go as a substitute, but it's already time. Her injuries were light, correct? That's what the nurse said. Ukyo, what would you do at a time like this? This presentation is important, and it could have a heavy bearing in my life. But that woman I'm dating was involved in an accident and was brought to a hospital. Despite her injuries being light, would it really be okay for me to leave her like this? Ken, I can't answer that. This is something for you to decide. Do what you feel is right. Damn it. I can go after the presentation. It wouldn't change anything for me to go now. I fully understand that, but still... You want to see her as soon as possible, right? I know the feeling. Ukyo, I'm sorry for having you help me with all this. I'm going to the hospital. Aw, Kent! I understand. Go right ahead. In exchange, once she feels better, I'm going to tell her all about the panic you're in right now. Just go easy on me. I'll be leaving. A hospital? I'm still alive. Looks like I didn't join Kuro. Right, I remember. Back then, I told Kent, I hate you. How long are you going to act this way? The dead will never return. You should have already realized that your pets will die long before you do. If you have time to grieve, you should reflect on this experience and make use of it for the future. The first problem was that you continued using the same leash until it frayed and snapped. The fact that the dog ran off the moment the leash snapped means you didn't discipline it properly. These two problems need to be corrected when you decide to raise the next dog. Also, there were issues with your reaction to that kind of emergency. I happened to be here this time, but what if you were alone? You likely wouldn't have noticed that it was still possible to save the dog's life. Although it didn't matter in this instance, since we didn't make it in time. Way harsh, Kent. I believe you should consider taking those types of measures before an emergency can occur a second time. Why would you say such a thing? What? How can you say that? I know there's a lot I need to consider about this situation. I know Kuro died because I was an inexperienced owner. You don't need to tell me. But is it really something I need to think about right now? Is it bad for me to miss Kuro and to be sad that he died? Just stop it, please. I want to be alone. Accidents sometimes can't be avoided. Everyone makes mistakes. But I believe learning from those mistakes would be the greatest form of respect for that dog's lost life. When you raise your next dog, you can... Just stop it already! Go away! Leave me alone! I hate you, Kent! I hate you! I see. Kent was worried about that all this time. I thought it was something he didn't care about at all. I'm a little happy, but if possible, I didn't want to remember this. Kayla! Pull yourself together. Please don't die. Someone's calling to me. I remember there was another time he called out to me desperately like this. You're awake. Are you okay? Are you in pain? Just wait, I'll go call a nurse. I wonder why Ken is in a place like this. The sun is still so high. Kent was supposed to be really busy. You've got a strange look on your face. I decided to abandon the conference. I was so worried about you I couldn't give my presentation. I heard you were only lightly injured, but I just couldn't sit still, so I had to come here and see you. Oh, but don't think of this as being your fault. I likely won't be able to study abroad because of this, but I think part of me was actually hoping for that. There's nothing more important to me than you now. I knew it for sure as soon as I saw you opening your eyes. I'm glad I came. This was the right choice. I don't want to let go of your hand again. No matter what you think of me, my feelings won't change. You're more important to me than anything. Aw, that much? He's thinking about me that much? I'm... You don't need to answer me now. I'm sure you're still tired. It's okay. You can sleep. Don't worry about anything. Nothing scary will happen again. I'll be with you all day. I want to watch over you. Aw, that's so cute. Hey, Kayla, can you see me? All right. You finally looked at me. I put some effort so you could see me temporarily. It seems like you can't see me anymore, and you can't even hear my voice. I was by your side this whole time. I saw Kent come rushing to see you too. Such passion. But it seems like it's time for us to part ways. It was only a short time, but it was really fun being with you, playing around and fighting with so many people. It looks like I didn't end up ruining your life by making you lose those memories. That's a relief. In fact, I might have even been your very own Cupid. Or am I just being egotistical? You know, Kent's a little insensitive, but he's also a really nice guy. It seems like you remembered the sad memory that he was worried about, though. It's okay. The two of you could now get through anything, no matter how sad the memory was. That's why I'll be going now. Get along with Kent. It's okay to fight once in a while, but when you do, just remember that being honest about your feelings will help you make up. And if you're happy, I'll be able not to worry and get back to doing my work. Once we're separated, you'll probably forget about me. But I'll never forget you. Even after I return to my world, I'll be praying for your happiness. Bye-bye, Kayla. Take care. Bye-bye, Orion. I'm not as sad this time that he's leaving because I feel like we have a good bond with Kent. It was really fun being with you, too. August 26th. I see. So you remembered that time. Yes. I was thinking about that while you were sleeping as well. I had finally gathered the determination to talk about it all with you, but it seems you remembered before I could. Before I ask what you think about this matter, allow me to apologize. I'm sorry about back then. I didn't understand your feelings, and I ended up speaking insensitively. At the time, I believed that I was correct. That death was only a matter of time, and I believed you were prepared for it. That's why I wanted you to change how you felt. I wanted you to be more positive. However, now I realize that it was not something to be said to a person who had just lost someone important to her. If you had died yesterday, and if someone had said those same words to me, I wouldn't be able to bear it. I couldn't even stand the thought of it. I wouldn't be able to endure such a thing. Yes, I hurt you with those same words. I can't simply say that your death will just be a matter of time. Even knowing that we'll eventually part ways, I want to be with you forever. I want you to live forever. And I'm sure you felt that same way about your dog. Yeah. And there's one more thing I'd like to apologize for. Back then, right before the leash snapped and the dog ran off, I said, that dog is a nuisance. Huh? You did? You don't remember? I'm sure I said it. It was always barking at me, and I was fed up with it, and I didn't really like dogs to begin with. However, that's just an excuse. At the time, all I wanted was to be alone with you. I wished that it would just go away, and it happened right after. The leash snapped and the dog ran off. I'm sure it was a coincidence. However, it was though the devil had granted my wish. I realized that this feeling of guilt is unrealistic. It was a simple wish. I know it wasn't my fault. But while I realize that, this feeling of misapprehension, the guilt that I killed the dog, won't disappear. And if I feel this way about that, I believe that you'd even feel more strongly about it. That's why I want to apologize. I didn't actually want your dog to die. I don't remember. It must have been a huge shock to me, but maybe I can't remember because it's something I don't want to remember. Thank you for apologizing. No, thank you for receiving my apology. I didn't think the day would come when I could talk to you about this. I didn't think you'd even hear me out and listen to my apology. Thank you. I feel as though this burden has been somewhat lifted. Even after remembering that, you'd still talk to me like this? I've loved you all this time. I always wanted to talk to you like this. I can honestly admit those feelings now. I never would have thought of doing this even just 1 month ago. It's strange. Now that the things I wanted to hide from you are revealed, I feel as though I can finally face you for the first time. He's so cute. On that day when I hurt you and you rejected me, I didn't know what to do. After your dog died, you didn't go on your morning walks, and I lost every chance I had of seeing you. I wanted to see you again, but I believed that you wouldn't want to see me. I thought I'd just end up making you cry again, and that seeing me would remind you of terrible things. But still, I wanted to see you so badly, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't bear it, and on that day, when I called out to you and asked you to date me, you were completely shocked. You weren't simply shocked, you looked at me with sorrowful eyes. I still can't forget the face you made at that time. Now that I think about it, you probably wanted to ask me why I said such terrible things, if I had those feelings for you. Now I can answer that question. I was ignorant. I'd never known anything or anyone that I truly didn't want to lose before. I didn't understand your pain, so I ended up hurting you. I treasured you, but I always made you angry. But still, I was thinking about you, in my own way. I may make more mistakes in the future, but I still want to do my best to show my sincerity and my faith to you. That's why I want to ask, may I still remain by your side? Yes, please stay with me. Thank you. I will treasure you. Aww. August 27th. Hello, we came to visit. Okay guys, we are going to wrap up Kent's route for Amnesia Clover World next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and are ready for a happy ending. See you there. Bye!